Today's question comes from Senor1 2023, who commented on my video why I left the US for Spain. And they asked, how hot is hot in Madrid? Is it dry or humid? For anyone who's not familiar with the weather in Spain, and specifically Madrid, a lot of people assume that it's just going to be hot year-round. Now, while it does get hot in Madrid and in many areas of Spain, it also gets cold in the winter, spring, and fall. Now, cold is a relative term, right? I'm from Houston, Texas, so anything under 65 degrees is pretty cold to me. But there is a saying in Madrid that goes, 9 meses de invierno y 3 de infierno. And that translates to 9 months of winter and 3 months of hell. So while that saying is a bit dramatic, you are right in asking about how hot does it get. But I do want to say that Madrid itself does experience 4 seasons. So let's talk temperature. I'm going to start with spring and fall, which are gorgeous in Madrid. And they can range anywhere in Fahrenheit from 50 to 70 degrees. And on the odd day, you might even reach the 80s. There is very little rain in Madrid, but if it does happen, it's going to be happening in the springtime. Winter. Well, January is the coldest month of the year, and I think in general, Madrid's winters are cold and long. But again, it depends where in the world you're moving from. Temperatures are going to range from in the lows, anywhere in the upper 30s, and the highs will be in the lower 50s. So some of the perks about winter in Madrid are that there are sunny skies almost every day. And Madrid has a dry cold, which means it's not as cold as if you're coming from a climate that has a humid type of cold. So for me, coming from Houston, when it gets to 40 or even 30 degrees, it feels freezing to me outside. But in Madrid, I found myself walking around in winter in 30, 40 degrees with my winter clothes, but walking around the city and not really feeling actually that cold. All right, so let's get to what you came for. You asked about summer and how hot does it get? There's no way around it. Madrid's summers are hot. So you can expect temperatures to be somewhere in the upper 80s, but once you get to late July and all of August, it is not uncommon for temperatures to reach 95 degrees and above. So yes, you will feel triple digits on a daily basis. The good thing though is that Madrid summers are dry, which is what I prefer. Coming from Houston, Texas, where we have about 95% humidity, once you walk out your door, you are sweating. But in Madrid, I feel like even with those high temperatures, if you can stay in the shade, or even if you're just walking around, you may be hot, but you're not necessarily sweating 24 hours a day. Now, it's important to note that if you're moving to Madrid, not all apartments come equipped with air conditioning. And definitely not all of them have central AC. So you may have an AC unit if you're lucky. I can attest, it is tough to sleep without air conditioning in these types of temperatures. So if you can, do your best to find a place that comes equipped with some kind of cooling. Another thing to note is that electricity is higher in Europe than in the US. So if you're thinking, heat, no problem, I'll just run my AC when I get hot, be prepared for those alarmingly high electricity bills. All right, that is it. If you have any questions, drop them below. And if you need any more resources to help you with your move abroad, please be sure to check out my digital book, I'm Outta Here, an American's Ultimate Visa Guide to Living in Europe. I break down the 18 easiest countries to move to with over 50 viable visa options. And if you're a woman aged 30 and over, be sure to join my next Move Abroad After 30 masterclass and also join my free Facebook community. You can find the links below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, give me a like, turn on notifications, and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any future Move Abroad content.